Coucou mes chéris! Today I'm going to be doing a hair and makeup look for you guys. I recently got my hair cut. You may have seen the reel where I went and got a face framing 60s style haircut that can also be done into a late 50s do, which is what I'm sporting today. I really wanted these face framing curls and to be able to put my hair up in a messy bun and have those longer, more curtain bangs sort of tendrils coming down a la Bridget Bardot and other European film stars of the 50s and 60s. I'm also going to be showing you how I do this grey eyeshadow orange lip look. I shared this reel here and so many of you asked me for the makeup look, so I'll be sharing that with you today. I do apologize in advance. I set up my mic and everything correctly, and for some reason, the receiver just decided to randomly turn off in the middle of me recording. So I will be doing a voiceover. So if you see my mouth moving in the video and you hear the voiceover not matching it, that is why. But I didn't want to waste the whole video because I was so happy with how my hair turned out and how my makeup turned out. So I'm sharing it with you anyway. Please bear with me. So let's get started on this hair and makeup look. So the way that I've had my hair cut is a 60s style cut. It has a lot of face framing layers that look like this when my hair is just washed and dried naturally. But it does mean that if I want to put large rollers in, I can have a 60s look with those nice little curls in front of the ears that were very popular and like curtain style bangs. But if I want to do a 50s look, I can also do little kiss curls around my face and do sort of a faux Italian style that was popular at that time. So today I'm going to be putting in my hot rollers. You could do pin curls, but I don't have time to wait for that, so I'm going to be using hot rollers for speed so that I can show you guys what I would do when I style it. Now I'm going in with the medium-sized hot rollers because I want to be able to get a nice tight curl but still have a bit of lift at the root, and I am rolling sideways down my head from my part. Please forgive me, I am sick as a dog with the flu while I'm recording this audio, so I'm very scratchy. I've got my sexy voice on for you all. I have a slightly side part, so I'm putting 2 medium rollers on one side and 1 on the other, and the rest of my hair is going to be curled with the smallest size roller that I have. And for the small rollers, I'm going sideways because I want little sort of tendril curls, so I'm actually going to be rolling it towards my face completely sideways compared to the horizontal ones on top of my head. Okay, so while I'm waiting for my hair to set, I'm going to go in and do my makeup. I'm using my beloved EYN Brights palette, and I'm choosing that grey shade, which I believe is called Graphite. These are my inspiration pictures for this grey and red look. They come from old magazine makeup ads. And I am just pressing it mostly onto the lid and just ever so slightly blending it up towards my brow bone, but I am actually leaving my brow bone bare. And I'm going in with a pencil, a charcoal pencil today. I don't want a liquid liner because I want a much softer look for a 50s eye. And I'm just doing a little tiny wing. I'm also going underneath the outer part of my lower lashes with the charcoal pencil and connecting it up to the little wing. And then I am smudging it out with a Q-tip because I didn't have anything else. I didn't have my brush set with me in Australia. Of course, going in with a nice thick coat of mascara. I do 2 coats, top and bottom. I don't want it clumpy, but I do want my lashes to be really defined. For the lipstick, the color that I'm using is not the exact shade that I used in the previous video, just because I thought I brought it and I didn't. This is a shade called Vintage Perfection, and the other one that I used was called Vintage Starlet. So if you want that more orangey look, go for the Vintage Starlet color. It is absolutely gorgeous. I do actually prefer it with the grey eyeshadow than Vintage Perfection, but Vintage Perfection is my latest go-to color. I absolutely love it. All right, let's get these curlers out and see how we've gone. They are really tight, that's what I want, and I'm not gonna play with them too much because I really want them to keep their form. And you can see how ringlety they are here.
So I'm just brushing out the individual curls and rolling them down. I'm so happy with the outcome, as you can see. And I'm wanting these little sort of kiss curls around my face. That's what I'm aiming for today. So I'm just trying to sort of place them and see how they're naturally wanting to go. As usual, I work with my hair. I don't try and work against it. That's why sometimes you guys will ask me to recreate an exact hairstyle for you. It doesn't really work that way. Like, your hair does what it wants to do on any given day. If I am lucky, I can recreate something again. But most of the time it's going to be similar. It is never going to be exactly the same, just because you have tens of thousands of hairs on your head and they all have to cooperate in perfect unison in exactly the same way as last time if you want to recreate the same hairstyle. So really, if you want the same hairstyle, you need to get a wig. Going through with a bit of tease and then trying to create that sort of 50s rolled under bang that I really like, and that I think, yeah, just sort of screams 1950s hat hair to me. There is a lot of teasing and playing and replacing, and like, these kinds of hairstyles take me a really long time. Like, if I know I'm gonna want a look like this to go out, I give myself a couple of hours to get ready to do my hair and makeup, because it really is a lot of fiddling. Something that I think really gives it a 50s feel as well is that the fringes were quite piecey. Everything is not sort of one blended lump, like sort of more 60s style, or like today's sort of hard Betty Bang fringe. It is all very piecey and feathered. So I'm trying to create that around my face. As you can see, I've spread little tendrils out, given the hair a bit of texture. And I'm just trying to place my kiss curls as best as I can, because they are a little long to do this. I think next time I get this haircut, I might get them done slightly shorter. Then I'm just pinning them up and into place. Some people I know seem to get it to stay in place with gel or hairspray. My hair does not do that. It's very fine and slippery, and it just slides out of place. So it is a pin job for me. And then, you know the motto, spray the shit out of it. You can never have enough hairspray. You don't want that budging, especially if you have fine, frizzy flyaway hair like me. Spray the shit out of it. As you can see, the back of my hair is just done up in a chignon, and I just put a hairnet over it because it's going to be under a hat. So I really didn't need to be doing anything glamorous with the back of my hair. As long as the bun looks neat, it's all about the front of the hair. And I am going to be using these pin curl clips just to press the kiss curls down onto my face, because they kept wanting to sort of sit up, and I want them nice and flat against my face. There you can see, it looks so much better. And just me trying not to ruin it with the back of the clip. Always catch it and then ruin the whole thing. And that is the final look. I just need to place my hat.
So here is the final look, guys, with the hat on. It's very strange because the hat is definitely supposed to go this direction. This is the hollow out for the bun, but the veil seems to be focused at the back. I think perhaps the veil has been put on afterwards, but I will give her some tender love and care. I don't have the tools to do that here. I don't have my steamer and all that kind of stuff. So we're working with what we've got, but it does show you the kind of hair look that I was hoping I would be able to do with this haircut. I really wanted those face framing curls with the bun in the back to be able to sport all the hats that I've been collecting recently. So I hope you like this hair look, and I hope you like the makeup look. If you did, don't forget that you can like, comment down below, or share the video with someone who you think might enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you know when my videos come out if you want more vintage themed content. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you in the next one. Bisous!